welcome back to another episode of Indie Thoughts. Today we'll be talking about our dear subject, pre-sales. We have Saurabh, who has been a veteran in pre-sales. He'll be talking about pre-sales. He'll be sharing the thoughts about pre-sales, what pre-sales is. And without further ado, I'll request Saurabh to introduce the topic, pre-sales. What is pre-sales, Saurabh?
Hi, Gaurav. Good afternoon. So, pre-sales again is a very wonderful subject, and a lot of people have no clue about it, whether even if it exists in an organization. So, I generally say pre-sales is more like a bridge between the sales and the operations. Okay, and we are some of the people who understand what sales wants and how to map it with our capabilities. Uh, so, in a nutshell, that is pre-sales. But yes, there are multiple roles that a pre-sales person would be doing, and that would again vary from organization to organizations because certain organizations would give a lot of roles and responsibilities to a single person, and while other organizations would have multiple roles within pre-sales. And people would do certain tasks.
Okay, okay. You shared that this is a bridge between operations or before the actual sale happens and the sales team. Okay.
Yeah.
So, any other detail about pre-sales, as in when you talk about pre-sales, how is it that someone would want to get into pre-sales? What should that person be doing to get into the pre-sales function of an organization?
Okay. So regarding the detail, what the pre-sales function would do in an organization, so there are a lot of things that we end up doing. So primarily, the bid management, or as we call it, tenders in India. So whenever a tender or a bid comes, and there are multiple parts to it. It may start with an RFI, a request for information, and then request for proposal, and sometimes even request for commercials. It comes separately, and there are multiple ways a bid can come. So the pre-sales team, in certain organization, there would be a bid management team, which again, a part of the pre-sales function itself, would be responsible for responding to those, RFIs or tenders or RFPs or tenders basically. And we work with multiple teams within the organizations to create a winning proposal for the client. So that is one role. But apart from that, like in my experience, I have been working not only with the sales team, but also with the marketing teams to, package the solutions that, my organization had, and, designing what kind of messaging that we are going to provide. And then working with the sales team in identifying arrowheads, the clients that, as an organization we wanted to acquire, creating strategies for the next 3 years, working with sales and the operations teams and the management, designing those strategies for the next 3 years, 5 years, and also preparing collateral. That is very important task because when a salesperson would go and meet the, targeted client, he should have appropriate collateral with him. So providing all the arms and ammunition to the salesperson is also a responsibility of the pre-sales team. Now, in certain organization, even the commercial aspect becomes part of the pre-sales team, and in certain other organization that would be handled by a separate team. One last thing, which is again very critical, is called solutioning. So, what is solutioning is that most of the clients nowadays would come up with a problem. They would have a certain budget. You may know the budget, you may not know the budget. Now, the responsibility of the pre-sales team is to provide solution to that problem, keeping all the others parameter in mind. So technically, whether that is possible or not, even if it's possible, how much time it would take to deliver it, what are the other parameters, and to design solution in a way that it's a winning solution both for the client and for the organization. Because we also do not want that, we budget X amount, we propose X amount for that solution, and organization ends up paying X plus 10. So all these are primarily the role of pre-sales. And again, it varies. In certain organizations, you would have a different team for solutions. In certain organization, you would have different team for collateral. and in other organization it's mixed bag. So it's more like that.